All right, guys, we're back with the Metal Gear Solid 1 tournament quarterfinals. To this time, we have third seed MetalGlennSolid versus SolidTony, the sixth seed. I'm joined here with Lime Meringue. I am Vermilion.
Welcome all. This is going to be a good race to watch.
Oh yeah, definitely.
We've got two very competent runners who are getting ready right now for us on the docks. So I can't wait to see what's going to happen in this round.
Same for sure. Tony. Oh wait, what happened?
Looks like he got an alternate round restart.
Oh
I was
my
going to
God.
warn him. I was going to say, make sure to hold your triggers, boy.
Restart. Okay. Anyways, while they figure this out, yeah, like Tony has been kind of popping off recently. He got an early, like a low 101, and that's a really good time. But it's Glenn. He's like a really good runner at this game. So we'll see if he's able to overcome and make the upsets, or Glenn's gonna play good and play consistent. We'll see.
Absolutely, yeah. We're looking at MetalGlennSolid has got a 1 hour, 0 minutes, and 37-second time on the board right now.
That's an amazing time.
Indeed, that's crazy. Tony, I know he hasn't submitted his time, but he does have a PB.
Oh, and oh no, Tony. Okay.
PB up at least though of 1 hour, 1 minute, and 14 seconds. So that's only about 40 seconds between them.
Yeah, not that bad, but he needs to actually play the game first, which is not starting alternate round.
Definitely, and that's one of the things. It's a thing that, like, it just happens if you run this game. It took me forever to finally save a game. So if you don't know what's happening here, essentially, if you have a save game, when you go to start a new game, like a completed save game, so it's basically New Game Plus in a way. But when you go to start a completely new game, you get access to what's called alternate round. And what alternate round does is it changes the guard patterns and where they stand. So we, of course, want to have our runners playing on a level playing field. So they need to start in normal rounds. So what Tony's just done is he's deleted the save. So now he's no longer can't access alternate round. So it's definitely something that happens. It's happened on occasion on races.
Yep. Not twice in a row, though.
Twice in a row is a little different. But here we go. They're going to begin. Definitely no kerfuffles this time.
You know, guys, that was a warm-up round. You know, we needed to practice our movement a little bit, climbing under this this pipe here.
Exactly. So yeah, that's the thing. We've all seen this before, but if you are new to this, what we're going to see is both runners are going to farm upwards of 6 alerts. Some might even risk 5 and go from there, but usually they'll settle for 6, and any extras they get is just showing off. And the reason they're going to gather these alerts is because near the end of the game, during the PAL card sequence, if they get 11 alerts, then instead of having to chase a rat around, which is really annoying, they could go pretty much anywhere. Instead, the PAL key will drop in one of 7 locations, and all they then need to do is run in a certain line to each location, and hopefully they'll pick up the PAL key on the very first spot. But it just reduces the amount of luck involved. Yeah,
it's like basically like it's still RNG, but at the same time, it's like a lot better RNG than having to deal with a rat who is really hard to deal with and like really annoying.
Absolutely, and we've seen the rat once, I believe, already in tournament.
4 times.
4 times.
I've
been missing a lot of these races. Been too early for me, so I kind of skim through and get the footnotes. So yeah, and the rat every time it'll lose time especially if the runner's not expecting it as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if they're not prepared for it, they'll lose time for sure. Because then you have to go to backup strats on that. You have to usually just use the stinger on the rat.
Yeah, the rat can behave in so many different ways. If you're not an old school runner or a big boss runner, then it's just really annoying to deal with this rat who just can go anywhere. You have to know how the rat moves, stuff like that. And we don't want to see rats anymore. Rodents suck.
Yeah, absolutely. And I wonder if any of the runners today got a 204 elevator. I do know that both Glenn and Tony have been working together to see if there is a way to manipulate this elevator to come 1 second earlier. So it'll be interesting to know if anyone did get the 204 elevator today.
I don't know, actually. I didn't even know there's a 204 elevator until you said it right now.
Yeah, something Tony's been talking about. But yeah, let's talk a little about our runners that we've got today. So yeah, first up we do have MetalGlennSolid. He has a number of different runs in Metal Gear Solid, including a world record in the cigarette percent category extension. So that's where basically you go damageless, and I believe that was an easy difficulty. He also has a wide range of other runs in other Metal Gear Solid games and even other games as well. He's even got some top times in Metal Gear Solid 4, which is a game that's actually starting to get a few more runners. I think you, Vermilion, you're actually learning that as we speak.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's a fun game actually to learn. So and Glenn is as a top contender in that game too. So this man has a plethora of skills.
Definitely, I think Plywood's been getting into that as well. That's like a new one to go into, and I see yeah, there's definitely been a lot of good conversation happening as there's been more runners, slowly seeing some time reductions happening. Yeah, just different kind of behavior exploits for that, which is great to see. And then, yeah, on that other side, we've got SolidTony. So Tony is primarily a Metal Gear Solid runner. He doesn't have any other games that he's run, at least on the boards. And he's mostly done a lot of console any percent runs on his PlayStation 3, which, you know, is always its own kind of fun. At least it's not a PAL version of the game.
It's a pretty bad version, but it's not like, at least it's not PAL, you know?
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
And
yeah,
at
it's a great way to
it's
start. Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, he has been moving more into PC lately. So a few months ago, we had a massive push of people doing PC any percent, getting sub 38-minute times, and Tony was one of the people that went over and got a 38:10, I believe. As well as now learning all bosses for this tournament, where he's just been bringing that time down and just getting more consistent at it, which is great to see.
Yeah, Tony has been grinding really hard for this category. This tournament's really just like pushed his competitive drive just to do his best, and it's really just this time has dropped down. Like there was a time where he couldn't get a 103. Now he's sitting at a 101. So this man has just been been going off. It's the hard work is paying off. You can definitely just see it.
Indeed. And yeah, Jay, Tony's PB right now, he hasn't posted it yet, but it's a 101:14.
Which is an amazing time. I believe that puts him at top 4.
Probably, yeah. Maybe because I think Tyler. No, I can't remember what Tyler just recently did.
I think there's 101, like a high 101.
But yeah, there's been so much change happening. It's been crazy. But here we go. Here's kind of our first, like, not really a boss, but kind of like a little event.
It's like a checkpoint.
Exactly. What do you call it, Vermilion?
I call it
a hot debate.
I've been calling it guard slaughter recently. It's more fun to say than anything else.
I'm in the plywood camp. I call this one guard rush as well because it's a rush of guards coming at you.
So lame. I mean, I know MGS2 they call it soldiers, which is a much more hype name.
Yeah. I mean, there's some other, like, I think it's like Rookie Eyes is a good one.
Rookie Eyes is a good one, yeah. But yeah, there's a lot of names here. You know, it doesn't matter. They all had really good ones. The only problem is, I'm pretty sure, Glenn has a really low ammo, so he's definitely going to go for Grenade Ocelot. Not surprised. I'm pretty sure Tony will go for it too, even though he has low ammo.
Absolutely. Tony's been practicing his Nade Ocelot, so I think he probably might be thinking about it. I guess it's going to depend on the nerves. So what I'm anticipating here is Glenn's just going to go with what he knows and has practiced in getting really low times, and that's going to be Grenade Ocelot. I think Tony is probably gauging it, knowing that Glenn is the faster runner on paper, and is just thinking, how do I feel at the moment? And with a
oh no, Tony.
Yeah, with some item menuing like that, he might revert back to SOCOM. He might just be thinking, actually, the nerves are starting to get to me. I might play it safe, go SOCOM.
We'll see.
It's going to depend how comfortable he has been feeling with the grenade strat. He's been putting some reps into it, so...
No, but
and Glenn just threw the grenade right at the post. And Tony's going for Nade Ocelot and got it
Oh, he got
perfectly.
it. Oh my
Oh
god.
my god. What a turnaround.
swing. Yeah, I've never seen Glenn mess up Grenade Ocelot, but here we just saw it for the first time. That is wild. And it's the race of his life. He
Exactly.
needs...
Yeah, this is the and messing up the C4
Oh
slightly
my,
there
he is
too.
flustered. He is not happy right now.
This is because this is it. This is single, like this is one run. Run one determines it all. If whoever loses is out.
Yes.
That's it.
Best of
This is a
one,
one and done.
single elim. Like, you have to play your best.
Absolutely.
And Tony's playing solid right now. No,
yeah, exactly.
no fun. But yeah, he's playing really good. He got the Great Ocelot fine, but Glenn, had a small mistake there. And then if that's a problem with Great Ocelot, if you mess up one time, the fight is over. You cannot
exactly.
revert.
The one mistake you want to make in a nade Ocelot is getting half damage. That's salvageable. You just throw another grenade. But killing Baker, you have to go all the way back to entering the secret room.
Yeah, it is the most...
blow everything up again.
Yeah, it is the most brutal checkpoint in the game because that room takes a while. You have C4 still, and you're in the beginning of the room. It's not fun.
Absolutely.
So here we got Tony in the tank. You don't want to mess up the tank here. He's going safe, crouching.
Exactly.
Really smart.
Yep. That's his preferred strat there. It's just play it safe, do the crouch. It's like a one and a half second time loss kind of thing.
Yeah, it's like boohoo. I don't get shot by the tank though.
Yeah.
Alright, so Tony.
He's just gonna play it safe. He's gonna pick up the grenade by the door. Glenn also ducking there as well.
Yeah, not taking any chances here. No. He's the time loss there is just so risky unless you're a lord at doing it.
He's going for my strat.
Oh, okay,
This is what I call bangmarang. In fact, bangmarang is any strat. I just claim everything.
Okay.
That's an interesting one to do. I wonder why he's gone for that.
He wants extra drafts, I guess.
Delay your throw slightly, I believe, to pull that off. So interesting there.
Very interesting.
We've just got our standard. Yeah, go ahead.
He got it.
Million.
No, he got it. I'm saying he got it. I'm saying he got it. Like, he got the chance at least.
Yeah, absolutely. Pulled it off. Yeah, we've got just pretty much very cookie cutter nuke building. The first entry is pretty standard affair. It's basically they're purposely manipulating their movement as to follow a certain timer. So to try and get as fast as they can, they want to be getting up the stairs right as that guard turns around. If you're a little too early, the guard will spot you, get alerted, it's basically a continue. Not a huge penalty for going late, except it's slightly slower, of course.
Yeah, just slower.
And then, yeah, of course, perfectly executed throws with the elevators, which is great to see. So both now have Nikitas, and Tony got a little close there.
And oh wait, this is actually kind of close. He might. No, he's good.
And he got the diagonal.
No, he's good. Tony's not taking any major chances here. He does not want to lose any time because even though Glenn did lose time from Dinosaur, he's not that far behind. Yeah, honestly,
exactly.
Considered.
Yeah, he's caught up. Like that's the thing. Dino Ocelot is usually roughly 30 seconds ish of time loss.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's still easy to get back. We still have a lot of hard fights coming ahead. So both, destroying the power supply, whatever it's called in game. There's only a few things I remember in this game. I don't know what that's called. Look, I know what munitions unaccounted for is. Okay, that's the important one. Always got to remember our muff, but otherwise, yeah, just make it look easy. They both do. Yeah. And now we've got Tony and Grey Fox fight.
For Grey Fox, this fight is really easy, but the thing is, you can lose so much time if you mess up one punch.
We're going to be seeing who gets bone and sinew.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully none of them do, because if Tony gets bone and sinew, then that's a gap closer for sure.
Exactly. It'll be interesting to see as well if anyone pulls off what I call the Tony spot.
Oh yeah.
Sometimes you can force Grey Fox to spawn in a certain spot during his invisible phase.
It's in the middle. The Tony spot is the middle where he spawned there over and over and over again.
Definitely.
Let's see.
So far, Tony's starting off really good, getting all his hits in. That's the thing, you don't want to miss a hit, otherwise you risk getting bone and sinew.
Yep. Alright, so let's see how Tony's RNG is while Glenn starts the fight.
Definitely.
Let's see here. Okay, not that bad of RNG. Alright, so.
Glenn also getting all his hits in as well.
Oh my god, Tony.
Tony, come on,
That's a Tony spot right there.
That's not this. Yeah, he didn't move up enough to trigger it again. But not too bad overall.
Yeah.
And you might be wondering why Tony's ninja isn't fully invisible compared to Glenn's, and that's just a setting that's available on PC. You can turn off like water effects and invisible effects. And Glenn!
Oh
Glenn's doing
my lord. Glenn.
Oh, didn't get 3 for 3 there.
He did get 2 out of the 3, so that's really strong. So better ninja for Glenn so far.
Let's see. Tony getting 3 interrupts on the teleports. And I think, did Glenn just miss a kick?
Oh no.
And got punched. Oh my god.
Oh damn. Glenn is tilted. You can just tell right now. He's not happy right now. I think, did he get bonus sinew here?
I think he might be getting. He missed a kick and got hit again.
Oh, the double teleport. And he's gonna die for one more hit.
Oh, he doesn't have the rations either. I think
oh
he's just gonna,
no, he has to be careful here.
I think he's gonna play it safe here. He's standing right next to it to bring out the teleports, and that's a double teleport. Ooh.
And that bonus sinew?
He just skipped bonus sinew.
Wow, that is crazy. He cannot get hit by the explosion here.
Yeah.
He's gotta be really worried here. And Tony had a clean Gray Fox, whereas Glenn just is not happy with that one for sure. That was really close to danger.
Definitely, and he almost did lose that one right at the end. So what we saw there is during the last one, Grey Fox will always do a double teleport. So Glenn was playing it safe by standing next to him to trigger that teleport, but kind of forgot the second teleport it looked like. However, had enough like just skills and backup on hand to know, because he threw the punch, but he knew to hit X immediately to cancel that punch so he could pivot and then get the hit in before he got punched again.
Yeah.
So that was just really good reactions and just knowing the mechanics of the game.
Yeah, it just really shows you that Glenn is like a really knowledgeable at the game. This is his game. He's been playing so much. He knows exactly what to do in a situation like that. And that was really good from Glenn just to recover from a pretty disastrous fight.
Yeah, because like you imagine, you go into the psychology of it. We're delving into almost Metal Gear Solid 2 and 4. Kind of things talking about psychology. But you got to think he was probably tilted getting hit twice in that fight. That's not something we typically see. So then just to have that restraint to do that is great. Tony here we see as well throwing Meryl into the room, just the tiniest fraction faster than letting her walk herself.
And it's funniir, so it's a win-win.
Like we miss a little booty like action, but
But you get to the Meryl.
Funny. Exactly.
That's pretty funny.
And one thing we actually did see Tony do very recently is he actually skipped the chair phase. So I wonder if we'll see this again today.
Oh, did he really skip the chair phase?
Yeah. So essentially, he gets this shot here, and if he gets this other shot right before, no, he didn't get it then. Oh,
wow.
No.
Oh my god, he was close though.
Oh, the grenade didn't get full damage though.
It was a little too early. I think he was on iframe from the SOCOM.
Yeah. Yeah, so what we've seen Tony do there is head in right before he brings in the chairs, and he skips straight to bringing the statues out instead.
Damn, that's actually really cool. And we're gonna see Glenn just probably do traditional Mantis top right. Tony likes to manipulate Mantis to go to the top, to the left. So there you go.
And then, first person as well. It just helps because you can see the red dot.
Yep.
It pops up on Mantis as soon as he exits these iframes. And then he can line up that grenade just better as well.
Yep.
He's got more angle control rather than being restricted to 8 movement.
It's more of like a comfortability, strat. You don't really have to do it, but it's like why not? You're not gonna lose time. If it's couple for you, then it's fine. And Tony with a really clean Mantis.
Getting the chair shot to finish it as well.
Mm-hmm.
The best way to finish the fight.
You need a chair to protect you? Nope.
Absolutely. So yeah, essentially what they've done is they've shot 7 shots into Mantis, and then they throw a grenade, and what that does is it skips Mantis into his next phase,
I'll take point.
but it
Snake,
also
you
triggers
follow
it in a way so that when Meryl gets up, she immediately falls straight back down. And then when coming back into this phase, they just want to avoid him teleporting around because that's a bit of an annoying thing to deal with. So they throw a grenade, Mantis basically goes into the middle of the room, and they can just keep firing shots right at him.
Yep, that's classic phase skip Mantis. You don't want her to get up and then you have to like throw another stun. It's not worth it. You'd rather just skip the phase.
Snake, what's wrong? I thought
Tony
you were
going
good with
out of
dogs.
bounds as well.
Yep, kind of the norm in this tournament though. It does save 3 seconds around
Stay back,
if you do it
okay?
correctly, and that's 3 seconds you might as well do if you're
So we'll
comfortable in it.
Leave
See
it to
Glenn
me.
pull it off as well. So basically they do a vent glitch. So a vent glitch is something that you will only see a couple of times in this run. It's not as, doesn't save as much time as in any percent. And then equipping that cardboard box allows them to just run into the sidewall where they can go out of bounds.
Yeah, just skips all the crawling and stuff like that.
Absolutely. As really the only time we see that particular kind of out of bounds being performed. All other out of bounds we're going to see is going to be using the God mode exploit once they get the PSG1.
It sounds weird.
That's just
but
a
when
whole
Mantis dove
different
into my mind,
different
I
type
was
of
able to
glitch
see where the mines were placed.
where it just changes
Are you
the
impressed?
whole dynamic of the game.
A little bit.
Definitely.
Only
I
a
would
little?
love one of those as a console player.
Yes. I mean, it's just cool that both the games are just so different, you know? Like, one is just you're playing traditional, the other one's you're a god, and you're invincible to the later bosses.
Absolutely.
It really just gives like different novelty for each category in this game.
Yep.
So Tony's out of here. He's gonna throw a stun here just to make sure he doesn't get hit by these wolves. Because you don't need that other stun. You only need one for the armory.
Definitely. And why do you think the dogs kind of hide their eyes?
Because it's bright. they're not down. Oh, Tony's not gonna go for a glitch.
Oh,
Interesting.
that's interesting. I always thought maybe it's like they think it's fireworks or something and they're hiding.
It's scary.
But yeah, that vent glitch that he could have done there. Tell us a bit more about that, Familiar.
Oh yeah, it just saves like a few seconds. Because I mean, this is like probably a second because you're crawling. You're gonna vent glitch. You're just gonna go over the middle instead of just crawling the whole entire time. You probably see Glenn do it right now. We'll see.
Yeah,
He is
quite
going.
get the movement right.
Oh, no,
he
he messed
doesn't
it
get
up,
the spin around.
Yeah, they both went for it. And they just got in the vent, so it's like it's just faster to go and just do the vent instead of readjusting into it.
Absolutely.
It's a little tricky compared to the other ones if you're not used to it.
Yeah, it is. It's kind of a new one that I've been going into. Kind of made the realization that actually at a high level, probably should be going for that vent glitch because it is going to save a second, and we're getting to that point now where we do need to be trying to save those extra seconds where we can find them.
Yeah, and even then, if you mess up, you might as well just finish the vent, which you're gonna do anyway. So it's not even like that big of a deal.
And Tony here, this is one of the things I love watching Tony, is he's got this like little bit of like movement optimization going here that I don't see everyone do. So during the mines, you don't have to do a complete like a hard diagonal like 45-degree angle. You can kind of flutter your steps along a bit to get around the mines there. And that could just be because I watch Tony a lot more than I watch anyone else. But I love seeing it.
Yeah, the fluttering, it's just slightly faster than just going diagonal in this game. Diagonals actually slow you down. You don't want to go diagonals too much in this game. Oh my god.
Oh no, Tony!
Tony! No, you do not want to see that.
So that's usually because of an early stun grenade thrower.
Yeah, that's the scariest string in the game. This is going to equalize the time, actually, the difference here.
It's going to bring it back, yeah.
Damn.
We're going to see it back to a small margin unless we see a similar thing happen with Glenn. But I do know Glenn is a bit more aware of that.
Yeah. He should have... what Tony should have done is he should have just took the guard after the first press instead of going for a second one.
Yeah, I don't think he was expecting him to get up that early.
Yeah. He needs to, like... You need to be able to recognize the situation more in a situation like that. It's a little unfortunate. So now this gap is just closed. significantly. Now I think Glenn's about like 20 seconds behind.
We'll see. Yeah, we'll see if this affects the nerves at all as well.
Yeah, and this is where this is the first like major fight where you can lose a lot of time. It's Wolf 1. Wolf 1 is you know, there's a lot of variance in this fight. You can lose so much time on her, or you can just like have a really clean fight, just finish it in like 20 seconds.
She is absolutely luck dependent, for sure. There is, yeah, as far as we know, there's no guaranteed way to manipulate her in any way. She just does what she wants to do. She's a, you know, independent woman who don't need no man.
Actually.
And we see, oh, Tony going for the PSG1 strategy. I'm guessing, yeah, perhaps just that guard, the armory room, maybe got the nerves going a little bit, wasn't feeling too comfortable with the chaff strat he's been practicing.
Has he been doing chaff?
He has been practicing it quite a bit.
Really? Okay. Yeah, a Patron just is completely free, whereas chaff is a little risky. If you mess it up, then you are eating a lot of time.
Exactly.
And it's like, you save like a second, you know? So we'll see. So GME2 gonna walk over there. Glenn is not far behind at all, so.
No, and Glenn did do the chaff grenade strat, so he's gained about a second and a half from that. Like, that's the thing. I think Tony may be watching the stream and just going, you know what, I've got this lead, let me try keep it. And he got a really good wolf to start with.
Oh,
and,
really good trade. Oh, really good spawn as well. And she lays down. That's really, really good.
Exactly.
It's a really good spawn.
Missed the shot he could have gone for there.
Oh no, and she's hiding.
Come straight back out. So he could get another shot here. Oh, just misses it, but she's being nice to Tony. Not too bad.
Not a bad fight at all. Like,
Glenn goes.
She hid for a very short amount of time. Glenn has a really good fight so far.
Is,
oh my
again,
god.
getting really good luck on this.
Oh
just
my
really
god.
And she laid back down.
Oh, that is a beautiful Wolf 1, actually.
If we compare the two, yeah, I'm pretty sure Glenn has saved a few seconds compared to Tony on that.
And that's a lot, because like you see this, like this is a really, really close fight. I mean, a really close race. Like, they're what, like probably 15-second difference now. Kind of wild.
Yeah, absolutely. I wasn't expecting it to be this close in the early game. I honestly thought Glenn would take a bit of a lead at the opening stages.
So you're human after.
It was mainly just what's it called? They had two major mess ups. You know, Glenn with the Ocelot and then Tony with the Armory. So, but both players playing well. That's the thing. Like, outside of those two things, they're playing pretty well.
Absolutely, and we're seeing backups employed, and like this is the thing. If you're learning to do a race, it's imperative to learn your backups as well, because the last thing you want to be doing during a race is if something goes wrong, you don't know what to do, and you just run around like a headless chicken. It's something you do not want to see. So it's of absolute importance to know all of your backups. So when something does go wrong, you can correct it in the fastest way possible. That's just part of speedrunning. It's not knowing how to run the game fast, it's knowing how to fix your mistakes fast as well.
Yeah, you can just definitely tell both these players are really knowledgeable at the game. You know, Tony knowing to go to the Ocelot room as a backup. Glenn just, you know, fixing mistakes, going for the good Ocelot again. And yeah, there's both these players are playing solid compared to, I mean, except for those big mistakes they had, which it's fine. They got their composure back. They're playing well. It's all about the rest of the game, you know. Like, mistakes happen.
And Tony, I don't know what that does for Snake. Questionable.
Wait, what? He can crawl backwards forever there? I didn't know that actually.
Yeah, I guess there's an angle there that he can get stuck on.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
What if Snake could like leave the room? You know, that'd be funny.
Out of bounds, right there.
Yeah. Lose all your stuff. I wonder if you leave this room with. I wonder if you can actually lose all your stuff still, or if you get it back.
You won't be able to leave the room because you need the level 6 key.
Even if you're out of bounds.
If you could go out of bounds, like so completely out of bounds, then yeah, you can go through the back side of the door. And what I believe happens is, you know, it will take you back to the cells and whatnot. But then if you vent glitch go back around into the cells, the game will skip you straight to where an autocon releases you.
Really?
So if you could find an out of bounds here, you would save quite a lot of time on cell.
Yep. The thing about MGS1 running it is like there's actually like a good amount of like breaks. Like they give you a lot of time to just like sit back and relax and just get ready for the next part, which is really good for the speedrun. You got cells, you got you know, the dock, stuff like that. You got
yeah,
the Palki sequence.
it's good in like a race environment, or if you're doing a marathon event as well. Where it's not fun is when you're trying to do PB or world record attempts and you need to reset and you're like, oh gosh, I have to go through docks and cell again. Like,
Especially in any percent when it's like, this beginning sucks, I'm resetting.
Yeah, your first 10 minutes are just docks. You do a small amount of movement and then you're in cell for the next like 5 minutes. So.
Yep. And it's like you gotta decide if you want to continue this run with like a bad path or something like that. But right now, you know, this is a really close race. We'll see if anyone messes up the nuke building. I don't think so. I think Tony's gonna play it safe. Glenn has been doing the nuke building consistently. I think it's all gonna come down to movement optimizations as well as just not the repel and the hind, of course. Just something like that.
Yeah, I think where we're going to see potentially a shift point is going to be on the hind fight itself. I think all the way up, we're not going to see a whole lot unless, yeah, something drastic happens, like a soft lock.
That would suck. Which we have seen in this tournament. Actually, more than I've ever seen in like an actual, like watching someone stream. It's kind of funny. Like tournaments have, for some reason, and races just in general, just have people see things they've never seen before.
Yeah.
It's just crazy.
Yeah, and yeah, Solid Strap, yeah, you can definitely leave without your gear as well once you have the key card. Yeah, the gun cameras do go very violent. They will spot you no matter what.
All right, so just movement stuff. You know, just we'll see who has better movement. I know Glenn's movement is amazing in this game. He's really optimized when it comes to movement. He uses the keyboard and he uses the controller at the same time, so for better fluttering.
Absolutely, it's just okay.
Oh, all right.
Interesting weapon change there, which puts them basically neck and neck. Ooh, Tony.
Okay, then I guess Tony he lost some time there.
So Glenn did his first-person view early, and what that's going to do is make sure they can use the ladder when they exit, and yeah, Glenn does his there. So they are on the same pace.
Yeah, they actually are. Glenn actually made up this time. He saved 7 seconds.
Yeah, just some slight input errors, and that's all it takes, you know?
Yeah, this Glenn is just playing really well, just not making any more major mistakes. Making those micro adjustments to his movement, making sure that he's playing well.
Absolutely. I think, yeah, the initial kind of stresses have worn away. He's getting back into the groove of just doing a normal run. And from there, you know, muscle memory definitely helps. That's why, you know, doing a lot of runs helps a lot. You just build up that consistency. So then you can kind of fall back onto just the good habits you've built up in running the game.
Yep. So yeah, Tony is slightly ahead, and it's like it's negligible. It's literally like whoever has a better hind here and a better repel.
Yeah, repel. Yeah, I forgot repel happens as well. So, like, it's going to be that. Like, I think we'll see at the start of repel as well. It's going to be who has the faster GME. To skip the cutscene.
And the every menu is very, very important here because you don't want to lose any time on these menus. You want to make sure you're optimized as much as possible. So we're reaching the end here, and
neck and neck to me.
it definitely is. It's literally just like negligible. They are tied. I don't even think any of them made any mistakes.
I'm just getting word in that we've actually just duplicated the screens of one of the runners.
Hey,
there we go.
You can't trick me. There's one of them has 8 grenades, the other one's 9 grenades.
So 2 different strategies there as well. We saw Glenn equipping the rope before doing the GME2 once the door had been opened. which lets him just basically hold forward and X to trigger the repel cutscene, whereas Tony instead went for a slightly different strategy there, did the GME2, and then after the cutscene happened, he would have held down L2,
L2,
which
yep.
would
And
have then
X.
brought up the menu,
First
and
frame.
that way you can switch to the rope as soon as that becomes available.
That's the Tony strat, you know, holding L2 while you're skipping a cutscene.
Absolutely. And I know, like, me personally, I don't prefer that one just because it relies on reactions.
Oh man.
Which I don't have the best of.
That was a clean repel by Tony. And that was a clean repel by Glenn.
If you want to learn how to do repel, just watch both of those. You just got two fantastic examples of how to do the repel there.
Absolutely.
I saw a slight movement error picking up the PSG1, like just very slight. Like to common people just watching this who have just played the game casually, they would have been like, oh my god, this is so fast. But you put enough hours into this game, you start to pick up these very slight movement errors that happen.
Yep.
And that's what the game, like this category is starting to come down to that as well. Is just tidying up any loose ends and then making sure you perform that consistently for close to an hour. It's no easy feat.
It's hard. Being consistent for a solid hour is very difficult. And both these players have shown that they have been putting the practice and time into it, not, you know, just knowing what to do.
I'm curious here. I think Glenn is actually going to make up time on the climb. What we're seeing here, if you look as they round the corners, that was a good one by Tony there. But yeah, see like that.
Oh, that was bad. Yeah.
So the idea here is if you get the movement down super tight, you can just corner those like while basically being glued to the guardrail.
Yeah, it's very important actually.
Yeah, the risks involved is that you might press up against it, which is obviously going to lose you time because you stop moving. But it's one of those things, you build up enough reps here, you can nail it pretty consistently, and it just very slightly speeds up because you're basically going in straight lines. So you want to negate as much spear movement as you can.
Yeah, like you got to think about this. Like you're saving probably like 0.2 seconds each time you do it correctly, and there's like 20-something floors. Like you actually make it so much time if you climb up these stairs correctly. That was a bad one for Tony right there. See, like
yeah, and it's way easier on the way up. On the way down, it's close to impossible.
Yeah, I mean you literally just hold down left.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna see Tony grab the pack because he is not gonna take any risks. And oh, Glenn messed up the ladder. Oh, he punched the ladder.
That happens.
Yeah. So here you go, the high fight. This fight is free as hell on PC, but it's all about making sure it's the fastest possible fight. You don't want to mess up any of the transition shots.
Yeah. Right now, two perfect ones by both. You see how the second transition shot goes. You want to aim slightly above the hind so it flies pretty much into the missile, and Tony missing the transition, so he's going to lose time now for this. And oh my god, what a curve though.
Yeah, I know.
That looked like a javelin, not a stinger.
Now Glenn's actually ahead, so this is actually wild. Yeah,
Tony readjusting probably to try to get the next transition. No, he's gonna wait it out, and that's probably very smart to do.
I'm pretty sure Glenn just got a perfect first phase, so he's actually ahead.
Yeah, definitely. I think Glenn is IL record holder for Hind.
Oh wow.
Or at least he's up there. Definitely.
And Glenn's actually about like 15 seconds ahead now, actually, just because the shots were so massive.
Yeah, definitely.
It's kind of bad for Tony now.
And then what we've done is... Oh yeah, go ahead, sorry.
Oh no, I wouldn't say anything, I was just saying, no, don't worry.
Alright. Yeah, so second phase here, we're just going to see them try and lock it into place. It looks like Tony is kind of stuck in a transitionary phase where Liquid is going to fly around quite wildly.
This is really sus from Tony, actually. You never wanted him to be in this type of loop like this.
I've seen it. I've seen him do it before, but yeah, it's basically he gets him stuck right before he shifts into the phase where he's meant to just hover above you and shoot you. So he ends up flying back and forth still.
But wait, this is actually fine. Like he's actually not that far behind Glenn. I wasn't watching Glenn. Did he mess up on any shots?
I don't think he said that I saw.
Because right now they're not that far behind.
Oh, Tony. There we go.
There we go.
He
Yeah.
knew the backup there, so essentially he didn't get that stinger spawn he was hoping for, but he knew how to make that packet spawn. It's a very, very shy packet of stinger missiles.
Yeah.
It doesn't like being looked at. It doesn't want to be exposed as it spawns, so you gotta look
Yeah.
away from it and it'll pop up.
Yeah, it doesn't like when people look at it. You gotta look away from it and be in the scope, just for extra
Yeah,
good measure.
definitely. Yeah, it's like, no, I know you're looking at me in third person.
Yeah. So both of them are really close still. Glenn actually changing the lead to himself, winning.
Exactly.
But we're going into the most important fight of the game right here.
Absolutely.
Wolf 2.
We've got the disc swap. Yeah, Wolf 2.
The disc swap. So
Yeah,
Wolf 2 this is the fight.
Yeah, definitely. And I think we just saw there a slight difference in strategies as well that we might have missed actually going into this is Glenn grabbing the close stinger pack because he wouldn't have grabbed it on the way up, I imagine. Either that or I just was not paying attention.
It's because he didn't mess up the first phase at all. So by doing that, you're able to not even pick up the first pack next to the ladder.
Yeah. And
You
then
just pick it up.
Pick it up, yeah, on the way back down. We're seeing Glenn's done GME to avoid taking damage from the cameras, whereas Tony's going with throwing grenades at the cameras instead.
Yep, he's
And
saving that.
Interesting. I saw something earlier saying that grenade was slightly faster, but I feel like I disagree with those findings.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, is it really just that much faster to press like GME like immediately? Like, I don't know.
I feel like the movement, it may depend on the line you take. Perhaps if you take a very certain line, you can make it go faster. But I feel like the line that's usually taken by most people doing the grenade strat down is slower than just GMEing and trying to take as tight a line as you can.
Okay, Glenn is a really good wolf. He missed a shot there. That's actually very unfortunate. So Tony has a pretty decent wolf spawn as well. Oh my god. But she is trolling him. Okay, so she hides it there. She's gonna move to the right here.
Tony has a lot of good of these in between shots though.
This is a neck and neck fight actually. Oh my god, do you see this?
Yeah, she is enjoying that. That snowy. I guess you'd call it a knoll, right?
Yeah.
Snipers love knolls. From what I know.
And oh my god, so Glenn had a slightly better wolf there.
Yeah.
But this is still a really close race. It actually is going to come down to just optimized movement and the PAL key. Like,
definitely. And that's the thing. Like, it goes to show, like, just how they're both able to adapt to that. Technically, I would say that Glenn's wolf was actually the worst of the two.
Oh, really?
Just in terms of... So I think time-wise, it would have been faster, but I think in terms of the skill involved, I think Glenn's was actually slightly sloppier than Tony's one, missing quite a few of the shots that you can get off when she's running between different positions, whereas Tony actually hit.
Glenn messed up the stinger shot. Oh, that's really important. So Tony could actually make up time here if he does it correctly.
And he does.
He does. And here we have a race, guys. This is all going to come down to the PAL key. But you're right, though. I think, actually, I thought about it for a second. Tony did execute that Wolf 2 better, even though Glenn had a better
positioning. Yeah.
Because she did hide behind the snowdrift a lot.
Exactly. Tony's fight could have gone on way longer, basically, if he didn't hit those shots in between. He had some slight aiming issues, but yeah, it felt cleaner to me at least. And here we see practicing the worm.
Yep.
Any fans of Scotty too hardy in the chat? Gonna bust out the worm. Oh, and we got the backward step as well.
Oh, okay. And showing off his dance moves.
Nice. Oh, you gotta watch out.
Oh yeah, dude. Oh my god, what is he doing? He's trolling too much. Wait. Yeah, you never want to crawl there.
Essentially here, there is a codec that would happen, but you can skip it by doing what's known as the God Mode exploit, where you basically go from the PSG to another weapon quickly. And if you end in a crouch, then that activates GME2, where you basically break triggers. So that's how they're allowed to go out of bounds earlier. They open the doors up, then activate GME2. Suddenly the door triggers no longer work.
And
so
here we
they can
have,
just run out.
yeah, here we have Snake versus a guard, AK Raven. He takes a lot. He takes a lot of damage, but you know he's not a problem. We have GME.
So yeah, we're basically going to see this come down to 4 seconds, really. That's the amount of time that it takes for the iframes to end on Raven, roughly. And so they're 1 shot apart, so that gives us about 4 seconds of difference.
Wow, what a close race! It's just crazy. So many races in this tournament have been determined by the PAL key, straight up. Oh, Tony has the Nikita. There you go. It's actually faster to use a chaff here than to GME. So
it is definitely, and Tony's going to grab the Stinger missile there, and I do applaud that. That is something I have seen when the rat does happen, is that people have, just for saving time or because they know they have the Stingers available, they actually I've seen it where they used up all their Stingers on the Wolf to fight. They don't grab that Stinger pack before this room, and if you get rat, that suddenly makes trying to get the rat a lot harder.
Impossible, actually.
Exactly. The way you want to go, unless you can get lucky with the SOCOM hit, because you do have the SOCOM in the all bosses run, is you do just want to go back and grab that Stinger pack. That's usually the fastest way to do it, and then just deal with the rat.
Yeah, but you don't want to see a rat though. Let's just be honest.
Exactly. I mean, that's the thing.
Yeah.
Don't see a rat.
Oh, Tony not gonna SOCOM here. Interesting.
No. Oh no, there he goes.
Oh, never mind. He baited us all.
He's going to delay the shots to get the alert. There we go. Yeah.
Yeah, that's smart. You want to make sure you want to make sure you get as many like safety alerts as possible. I mean, everyone has a counter of alerts. I'm pretty sure. So, but at the same time, you just want to make sure. All right, Tony doesn't get shot there. That's good. No. Glenn actually could lose about half a second from being shot there.
All right, so numbers in. Yeah, what are we thinking? Jay's saying 3. I'm thinking Glenn 4. I'm thinking both 4s, actually.
I'm going to guess double God.
Double God. That would be epic.
Imagine double God. That would be insane. But this is actually super important because this could change the tide of the race, or it could open up, like widen this gap even more. It's just completely up to, like, rolling a dice. You're essentially rolling a 7-sided dice. So we'll see here. Glenn's gonna go up first. Tony following up right behind him. All right, Glenn gets. Oh no!
Oh, for Glenn. Tony.
Tony gets a good. Is Glenn gets bomb? Does he get 7? Does he get 7?
Oh, he got 1.
Oh no!
But he's going the long way back.
He has to. Oh no! That's the wrong way, actually.
Yeah, he's doing what I did in my race against you, Vermilion. He, it happened to me, you just forget, and you start running back, and then you realize, oh gosh, I've just run the wrong way back, but you're committed to it now. You got to take that long way back.
And Tony what? Oh my god.
Yeah. So that's the thing, when you get position 1, the ideal movement you want to do there is hop up on the block to the right of you and just go up the stairs that way.
Yeah, it's actually just the most optimal way to get back, but it's so specific. You have to make sure it's that position 1. But it's so important that you know that, you know.
Definitely.
All right, Tony gonna do a signature shred.
Right?
Yeah. Oh, Tony gets spotted. That sucks.
Like that's the thing. You're probably looking at this race while you're streaming it, and you see that it's literally a few seconds apart, and then suddenly you're getting one of the worst PAL lucks. You're thinking in your head, oh god, is this PAL 7? PAL 1?
Yeah, exactly.
Your mind blanks. You go, oh good, the PAL, and you just then forget the movement.
You're like, did I just get 7? There's no way. I mean, it's 1, which is like horrible, but it's not like your run's dead, which is 7.
Yeah, definitely.
And
but
Tony
movement-wise, we're seeing Glenn actually make up a lot of the time lost from PAL.
Yeah, but at this point, it's like he's not gonna be able to make up the time that Tony has. It's all up to Tony making a mistake, a major mistake.
Yep. So here's some of the points for anyone who doesn't know the run that we could see this turnaround. What they're doing right now with their PAL card is they need to cool it down in a cold room and then heat it up in a hot room, and that takes 61 seconds to do. If one of them leaves the room early without checking that the card has changed and gets into the computer room where they need to insert the PAL key and finds out they did not cool it down or heat it up, that basically flips everything around.
It's over, yeah.
And then it comes down to some of the in-game bosses. So that being Rex, which usually isn't a make or break, but then the liquid snake fight, which can sometimes make and break a run.
Yep. All I'm saying is it's literally like we've seen it before in this tournament. Actually, we have seen, I believe, one person not enter, not leave the room on the correct time. They just left a little too early. So this is a little terrifying.
Yeah, I'm just gonna listen to the audio here on Tony's to start with. There's audio cues we know.
Yep.
We can do.
I actually still use audio cue when I'm playing on console, but when I'm playing PC, I just look at my IGT timer. I'm like, yep, that's it. Live and die by it. Oh, wait a minute.
I'm guessing you went off live split. That sounded a tad early.
I mean, live split doesn't lie, right? I don't know. Is he really that ahead?
Well, Glenn went out at a similar audio cue, so I think, yeah, I think they're good. Because PC does kind of load that room a tiny bit faster as well, so I think the timer would start a bit earlier for them. As long as none of them got a gold split on their live split.
Oh yeah, that's the scariest gold to ever get. You never want to see gold there. You're like, uh-oh.
Yeah, it's like, come on, it's a free 61-second time save. Jeez.
Imagine. You know, just pal skip. Why not?
Exactly. Speaking of pal skips, if anyone does find a way to skip this entire sequence, there is big money involved. There is a bounty for that. I believe at this point it's at $1,600.
That's wild.
Don't quote me fully on that.
Oh, Tony going for a throw there? Really? Interesting.
Yeah, this is a classic console. Movement buff. Oh. No!
Oh. Tony, no! Oh, no!
What
Tony, you have to kill yourself. There is no way.
So what happened there is he got spotted by the camera and then leant. He just executed his movement slightly too early. So he went up against the wall. And going up against the wall,
that is so unfortunate.
Locks you in the room. It doesn't kick you out.
And you cannot leave either. And he messed up the time. He is flustered. He is not happy right now. Tony just, no. Things can always go wrong. You know, we talked about how it could be over, and that's really unfortunate.
This is, though, I'm at a loss for words at just how back and forth this race has been.
That was so sad.
If you look at this race on paper, you know, you see 40 seconds between them, you go, there is no reason that this race should be as close and like just full of these flips. It is. It just goes to show, you know, we've got two human beings playing the game. You know, they're not robots who perform consistently every time. There's gonna be mistakes that are made, and we're here to watch the wild ride.
Yep. I'm just gonna give you guys a pro tip. If you equip the SOCOM there, and then you hold left on your D-pad, you will never get spotted by the camera.
Yeah, we saw Tony there go for a item equip and then a punch buffer, but I just think he executed the punch buffer a bit late. He already got caught by that camera.
That is so sad. You never want to see that happen to you ever. But just remember, like, you don't have to do risky stuff like that. Just grab your SOCOM and just hold left. There's nothing else you should be doing.
Either that or find a hotkey to unequip your currently equipped item.
Yeah, just press, 1.
That would do it.
And then hold left. That's unfortunate, but it does happen to everybody. Anything can happen. People all make mistakes. We're human beings, like he said, and it's just Glenn just gonna ride this lead.
Tony's on a PB pace too, as well. I'm not surprised.
Yeah, he was playing really well. It's just he just died.
This is the thing, like Tony now, if he's still on PB pace and he's made these mistakes, that just goes to show that he just needs to get that run down, and he's got the sub 1 that he's been after. Yeah.
He's been playing well. He just made those unfortunate mistakes. Crazy? Sorry, saying?
He's even probably on his way to doing sub 1 hour if he kept it up after the tournament.
Whoa. That's a big one. Can we just talk about how he was on 101 pace when he died in the? I mean, he messed up the armory. That is wild to me.
Right. That's nuts. That just goes to show,
these guys are both amazing at the game. It's just unfortunate that Tony just messed up horribly there. He lost like about 30 seconds from that whole entire sequence, and now Glenn is in the lead.
We're not going to see anyone daring enough. If you're listening, get the rations.
Hear me out. It's a good luck ration. It shows you, you know what, I'm not scared of this game. No one should be scared.
You know your movement.
Yeah, it's
if you
tapping.
Get that ration pack.
Tapping. Oh my god. This actually flipped so fast.
Yeah,
who would have known?
Crazy. Like, yeah, at this point we're looking at someone not doing this PAL key correctly or just messing up Liquid.
Yeah, actually that's it. Like Glenn has to mess up Liquid. There's nothing else to be said. Because at this point in the game, it is so hard to mess up anything major. Because everyone has done this part. 80% runners have done this part. You know, like you don't have to play all bosses to know this part of the game.
Glenn playing it safe, and I do not blame him at this point.
Yeah, he has a lead. Why would I mess up here, you know?
Yeah, exactly. He's like, you know, yeah, he got that bad PAL. He's been fighting tooth and nail to flip this back around. He got the lucky break he's after. He is not going to lose that. It would not surprise me if at this point we're just going to see a lot of safety strats from Glenn, and maybe Tony might try and bust out something risky to bring that lead back.
Glenn is, I've never seen Glenn mess up the Liquid Infinite, and that is literally all that matters at this point, is making sure that you have a clean Rex and not messing up the Liquid Infinite. Because if you mess up your Liquid Infinite and your opponent doesn't, you lose. It is the most important infinite of your race. I mean, of what's it called, of this whole entire tournament. Because if you lose, you're out. You can't even play anymore. You gotta watch from the stands.
Yeah. Well, you can't play in the tournament anymore. This isn't a like you lose, you're gonna run this game.
Imagine.
You have to forfeit your rights. We're deleting your runs from the board as well.
Yeah, you're not allowed. You're exiled from the community. 101? That's gross.
Yeah, it looks like SolidTony does his splits at bosses these days. So yeah, that was 101 pace at Vulcan Raven.
That is unfortunate. He was playing well. If he didn't mess up the armory and he didn't have that unfortunate thing happen to him, this would have been an amazing run, Tony. He was still a really good run, but just those mistakes were just too much. And it's hard to not make mistakes in a 1 hour run. There's just so much just going on, you know. This game's really long. And here we go.
I mean, we could still see something. I really do hope that Tony did heat that card up properly, because he did not check it.
Oh yeah, he's pretty confident. Live split does not lie.
I reckon he might have done a 62 second.
You think so?
That's usually my safety.
I do 62 seconds.
Yeah, rather than check, I just do a 62.
I'm a scaredy cat, dude. I'm not
grabbing that stinger though. I don't know why he grabbed it.
Yeah, don't know.
Just a time loss.
He got 15 stingers. You only need, I believe, 12 to kill Rex, right? Do you know?
He's gonna have about 23 now, I think.
There's no point in doing that. You are fine.
Yeah, you only need 12. Yeah.
If you lose off of 1 second because you grab the stinger ammo, I will. Ooh.
13 if you accidentally get a half damage.
Oh yeah. Oh really?
Which
or if you miss, then it's 14.
Yeah.
All right, so here we go. This is the end. This is the end game. Here we go.
Oh man.
This is intense.
I think after this, I am gonna grab something to bring these nerves down. I can't imagine how nervous these two are right now.
Tony is probably sweating right now. And Glenn is probably sweating right now. He's like, oh my god, second chance at life. Because Glenn...
What's Tony doing? Oh no,
Tony,
it's kicking in, right?
You have to call the boy, dude. Come on.
It looked like he was throwing a chaff and then
he lost a second, man, because of that. The boy's there to help you out.
We're relying now on like somehow skipping maybe Grey Fox.
Oh, even then, they still have the time. Wait, Glenn missed him a shot, by the way.
Yeah, a little
So
too early.
Yeah, so this is actually like some time that Tony is making up now.
See, I see all the PC players doing this. They go, cool, I have GME. Oh, that.
Oh, what does half damage shot?
Yeah.
I think that's half
yeah.
damage.
Everyone I see on PC is like, cool, I can just GME and stand here and do this.
Yeah,
so yeah, both I think taking an extra shot.
That was really unfortunate.
But I don't know. I will live and die by throwing a chaff there and just keep that one position. That way the timing is always consistent.
I mean, I like the chaff
moving
too.
Forward and back, you gotta like alternate your timing.
And you have a chaff for free, so why not?
Exactly. Yeah, you're gonna have chaff.
Was Glenn doing the dumb Rex? I call it dumb Rex.
I don't like the idea that this has been called the dumb Rex.
I don't know, it's funny to call it that. Okay, yeah. it wasn't dumb, he did it well.
Yeah. That's the thing, it is slightly faster if you can pull it off correctly. So yeah, that's
half damage, that sucks.
I think, was that double half damage? Oh,
the
shot.
No. Oh, Tony is not happy right now. All right, so let's see the time difference here. You can see on right here, he is about
18 seconds.
Yep. So this is a liquid fight and a half. We'll see if.
Yeah, this is pretty much a mess up of infinite combo, and you go into backup strats can take about 18 seconds.
We'll see if Glenn goes for it.
One throw.
Oh, one throw. Okay.
And ooh, okay.
He did.
This is the thing. I'm not familiar enough with one throw, and that position looks scary to me. But
it is terrifying. Yeah. All right.
This is
so
Glenn. 209.
Glenn looks like he's fully in it.
Oh,
yeah,
208 just. And
that was...
Tony is gonna go with 2.
Okay, so Tony has a good start. Here we go. Nice.
And we're gonna see probably a 205 from Tony.
Yeah, it's slightly slower.
Yeah, it's the classic.
But a lot more consistent though, and a lot less strict.
It's just what everyone's practicing. No, he kicked too early.
That's unfortunate. That's
Oh no, he's probably kicking himself as well.
Yeah, that's is a 157. You know, not horrible, but Glenn is just taking this to the bank right now.
Yeah, and that's just increased the lead. We're at like 30-second difference now.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Oh, what a race though. Like, we won't say it's over yet. Who knows what could happen at this point, right?
Yeah, but it is essentially like Glenn has to make a major mistake here, and it's not looking like Glenn is gonna do it. This is a 1-0. This is a 1-0 from Glenn, actually. I'm pretty sure. 1-0. Yo, I think it is for sure. It's a 1-0 like high.
Yeah, with that fight. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Maybe 1-0-5-3.
Even with the death on Ocelot, this is really good to show you that like this man he played it well. And Tony messing up checkpoint 1. He's not in it. His mind's not there.
Yeah.
And I don't blame him. He was having the run of his life, and he just made a major blunder.
Glenn having some issues there though, connecting with Liquid.
Oh wow.
Oh, again. He's maybe just turning a little too early, but he's at least got him in the right spot for a easy transition. Nice.
Yeah, he got both of them. That's the most. Those are 2 most important shots in the entire fight.
And he is nailing these bumper shots.
Yeah, that is a 1 frame, by the way. You only have 1 frame to shoot that, so that's really impressive by him.
These 2 shots.
Oh yeah,
we get this transition. There he goes.
Oh, he got it. He got it.
Easy. He made it look easy. That hitbox can be extremely weird.
Oh, okay.
It looked like he was gonna pull off some. He was trying to find the magic spot and maybe just go third person on it. Either that or it was just the input failed on him.
Going for the swag, you know.
Tony instead. I don't know if he's just hitting the button late or just choosing to wait. Oh no, yep. Might have just been.
But that is GG's for Glenn. He brought it back after Tony made a major mistake in the Palkey room.
Look at this escape from Tony, though, actually. Just those 2 transition shots. I don't know. Who is it this?
120, actually.
Oh, way higher.
That is unfortunate for Tony. He was having a good run.
Probably going to see, 101.
102, I think.
I reckon 101.5.
Yeah. GG's. Well played by Glenn. Well played by Tony. Both runners playing so well.
We get the time. What are we going to see?
See it?
Hoy.
And there we go. Yeah, 101.56.
56.
Holy moly.
What?
A race.
That was a great.
That was more exciting than I thought it was going to be.
Same. That was wild. All right, Glenn.
Glenn, if I could hug you right now, I would.
That was an emotional back and forth.
Oh, damn.
And any words, Glenn? Congrats, man.
That run sucked.
Yeah, run us through like the starting. What was happening in your head?
Not much, honestly. As soon as I saw that second grenade on Ocelot, I went, nope, gotta die.
Yeah.
Oh, you had a reset?
I hit the pillar in the upper right.
Oh, I didn't even realize.
That was like 30 seconds.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
We were like theorizing that Tony was going to go play it safe, go SOCOM. But then, yeah, Glenn, you hit the pillar on the second grenade, and Tony just like executed grenade Ocelot flawlessly, and we were just like,
nice.
What is going on here? Like, this is crazy already.
Yeah.
We're only, like 7 minutes into the run.
I'm surprised given all the mistakes I ended up making in that run.
I had a sick Sniper Wolf too. Like it was
a great
yeah.
too.
I had a good
This is
pattern. I can't hit the shots today.
Yeah,
for some reason.
this is what we mentioned as well, is that of the two, Glenn had the better Wolf 2 in terms of her positioning, but Tony had just spot on execution, just hit all of those like
the shots.
between shots. Yeah.
Yeah.
But she kept running behind the knoll in the way.
You guys had like pretty major mistakes in this run, but Glenn played it well with that Ocelot in the beginning. Everything else better.
Then the PAL.
Oh my god.
Unfortunate.
What position did you get?
You got 3, I think.
I think it was 3. Wait,
Yeah, it was a really good.
Yeah, it was 3. It was 3.
Oh man, I know.
Yeah.
Yours is awful.
1 plus bomb.
Oh,
1 plus bomb, and
you
I don't know if you noticed, you took the wrong way back as well. It's something I've done as well.
Wait, who, Glenn?
What?
Or?
Yeah.
Yeah, so when you get position 1, the ideal movement is to take the staircase to the direct right.
Yeah, it's faster.
That's
Why?
movement.
You have to go back either way.
Yeah,
but
you
it's
can
slightly
just run up
faster.
the stairs and then run all the way back.
I'm really upset
Slightly.
with when I got Plow 2, when I froze the key and then I hit the door by accident.
Oh yeah, that was awful.
What?
Dude, I literally went like I tried doing the camera thing where you like buffer the punch and then you run past it, and I'm like, okay, I didn't get it.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, I guess I didn't get it, and then no big deal. And I thought I was gonna run to the door, but then I hit the in between the wall and where the door is, and then I got stuck in there and I had to kill myself. Yeah,
and you got locked in the room. Yeah.
2 things. It looked like it was just.
I gotta watch this race back then.
Yeah.
Gosh.
Dude, it is
like
one of the top contenders for best race, I feel.
Yeah, it was Tony had a really good lead, and then you got the armory was unfortunate, and then you still ahead. You were still ahead, and then what's called the PAL key. I mean, you were behind. You got behind after the hind. And then
the hind messed me up too a little bit.
Felt for the most part I had a good hind.
You did.
You did. You did, and then Tony had a bad hind. I mean, like it wasn't bad, but it wasn't as good as yours for sure.
I was on PB pace too. That entire run, I was on PB pace.
I was gonna say a 101.56. That sounds like PB pace for you most of the time.
Well, my newest is 101.14. I was at 101 flat.
With an armory.
With
that armory.
With armory, and then dude, that sucks.
Yeah, but it's okay. I had fun. I'm glad that I could still keep it below 102.
Yeah.
Yeah, 102 in a race is good. Definitely pat yourself on the back, man.
Yeah. Again, if I could give you a hug, I would.
All right. Any final words from both you guys about the races?
Just looking forward to the other matches.
I'm looking forward to them. Appreciate the support and this event. This event is amazing. well planned out, and yeah, appreciate everything MGSR does. And yes, don't forget to follow Apache at Apache Smash on Twitter.
Oh, Apache Smash at Apache Smash on Twitter.
All right, guys.
Sign up
there you
for
go.
new OnlyFans.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
Awesome. Well, yeah, awesome run, both of you. That was a pleasure to watch and commentate. I'm just happy I got to be here to watch that. It was
Great run.
fantastic.
All right, guys. So next up, we have Nick RP Green versus Tyler 2022. So stay tuned for that. Gonna be a fun one. So yeah.